as we tried.
No, you're good. Yes, you're right there. I moved as soon as we're done with the public hearing. Go sit over here, Bobby. See, I just know.
Oh, yeah, we just checked up. Yes, I think so.
Excuse me, I apologize. We'll call to order the City of Douglasville City Council Public Hearing Number 3 for our millage rate. So I will call this special call meeting to order and turn it over to our Finance Committee. The chairperson for that is City Council Member Mark Adams.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We do
You're
have one
welcome.
item of business under this special call meeting.
Yes, sir.
It's to hold a public hearing to consider the proposed 23-24 ad valorem tax millage rate for the maintenance and operations of the city. Ms. Karen Callen will review the presentation. This, as our mayor has already mentioned, is our third public hearing. So we want to get started on that. Ms. Callen, would you take over, please?
I want to pull the PowerPoint up real quick. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. And this is welcome to our third public hearing for the 2023 millage rate. My name is Karen Callen. I am the Assistant City Manager and Chief Financial Officer for the City of Douglasville. I have a brief presentation this evening, and then we will turn it over to public comment. The millage rate, what is a millage rate? It's an recommended rate of, excuse me, I'm sorry. Hold on. It is our percentage figure applied to your property tax liability to determine your property tax liability. And the tax dollars generated from this are used to fund government operations such as public safety, finance department, legal, and the city manager's office. Sometimes we get the question of who values our property. The City of Douglasville does not value your property. That is done through the Tax Assessor's Office of Douglas County, not the Tax Commissioner's Office, the Tax Assessor's Office. The Tax Commissioner then takes the millage rate adopted by the local governments, the city, the school board, Douglas County, and the City of Douglasville, and applies that to your property tax bill. And we do have the tax commissioner who contracts with the city to mail out the tax bills. The city has advertised for a recommended millage rate of 7.711 for this year. It's a 14.17% above the rollback rate of 6.754. The budget that was adopted in fiscal year 24 this past March includes the budget of $16.2 million. And to generate that revenue, we need to set the millage rate at 7.711. This is a brief history of our millage rate in the past. It has increased a half a mil this year to 7.711. It is almost a mil over the rollback rate. What is driving this increase? It is the local option sales tax negotiations. Within the city, there's a 7% sales tax, 4% goes to the state, 1% goes to SPLOST, our special local option sales tax, 1% goes to the Board of Education, and then that 1% is split between the cities and the counties, and that is negotiated every 10 years. This most recent negotiation, the city negotiated at a 3% decrease. So that is causing us to realize a loss of over $1.5 million over the next 3 years. In 2026, we negotiated an increase to 26.5% of the 1%, and in 2030, 27.5%. If the loss negotiations failed, if the city did not agree with the counties to negotiate on a final rate, then we would lose the local option sales tax rollback. That is equivalent to 4.42 mills, overall $10 million. For the budget of fiscal year 2024, some significant items that were included were the local option sales tax revenue reduction, which we just mentioned, the building permits. Since interest rates are going up, we're projecting a loss of over $500,000. Operational costs, as we're opening up the amphitheater, we are opening up Jesse Davis Park towards the end of the fiscal year, so we have 3 months programmed in. Trustee guard cleanup of $235,000, parks master plan, street maintenance projects, and then also we just recently negotiated agreement for jail costs, in which our jail cost went up from $40 a day to $60 a day. So we are expected our budget to increase over $150,000 due to that. What does that mean to you as a property owner? If you have property value of $350,000, it's assessed at $140,000, an increase from 7.211 to 7.711 means an increase of an annual $70 or $5.83 a month. Good news is this year that the governor signed in March of 2023, House Bill 131. It's a homeowner's tax relief grant. It does not apply to rental properties or non-homestead. It reduces your assessed value, which is the 40% value, by $18,000 and will save you $138 on your tax bill. Next is the bond digest. If you might remember, if you're around in 2021, we asked the voters, we had a special election, if we asked the voters if we could issue bonds to finance the project of Jesse Davis Park renovation. It passed by 67%. It will include a 2-story gym with indoor walking track, community center, senior center, 0 entry pools with splash play areas, multi-use trails, a new pavilion area, upgraded playgrounds, and synthetic turf for the football field. Our bond millage rate history, prior to 2022 and prior, we just funded the police administration building. In 2023, we will have the debt service payment for the police administration building and Jesse Davis Park construction bond, so it will go to 1.3. The police administration and municipal court complex will drop off in 2029. That debt service will be paid, so we'll have an overlap of about 6 years. Again, what does that mean to you as far as the bond millage rate? With a $350,000 house, an increase from last year of $71 or about $5.92 a month. The total tax rate is comprised of the maintenance and operations millage, the bond millage rate, so a total of 9.011. And this is our third public hearing, and we will have a special call meeting at 5:30 to adopt the final millage rate. And I will turn it back over to Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. Callen. We appreciate that. That is, as you have mentioned, our third public hearing concerning this. We want to hear from any citizen that would like to make a comment. Madam Mayor, I will turn it back over to you as far as instructions concerning the public hearing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. So for public hearing, we will ask that you would please use the microphones that are in the aisle, the one microphone here, and you're welcome to come and ask any question that you may have. You have 5 minutes to make a comment, and we will try to address your concern. If we're not able to address it today, we'll have staff to respond to you at another time. So the floor is open for any comments as relates to this special public meeting for our millage rate number 3.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
You're
Anyone like to speak or any comment, either for or against this proposal, please come forward. Seeing none, then we will close this portion of the public hearing. Are there any questions or comments that Madam Mayor or council may have? This being our third meeting, I think we've pretty much got that hashed out. Anyone? Okay. Then we thank you, Madam Mayor. That's all we have, and we look forward to that meeting at 5:30.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for leading this public hearing, and thank you to our Assistant City Manager and Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Callen, for putting together this slide presentation that is simplified enough for someone like me to understand. So I appreciate you making the information readily available to the citizens. If we don't have any other business, any other comments from the elected body, staff, or city manager, you have anything? Okay, if we don't have any other business, then this meeting is adjourned until our 5:30 meeting. This meeting is adjourned.